Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Immortals of Aveum. We are currently in the what do you call it? Oh, yeah. Oh, I'll deal with that in a minute. We're currently in some weird other corner where the panopticon guy, whatever it's called, the pentasod. There it is. Yeah, we're there. Anyway, before we get started, I just want to say that this series is being made to help benefit my friend Shelby in the contest to win to be featured in Inked magazine. So do me a favor and go down to the description below and vote for it. You go to originals.inkedmag.com/2023/Shelby-Thomas. That's originals.inkedmag.com/2023/SHELBY-THOMAS. I would really appreciate it. She would as well. All right, let's deal with the rising issue that's about to approach us. Woo! Yes? Oh! Oh, God! Oh!
What are you doing?
What do you want? Get away from me!
Jack!
Oh, Jesus Christ. Hello?
What happened? Sandrak and the Hand vanished when I arrived.
He cast some kind of spell.
Oops.
I tried to stop him.
You were supposed to wait for me, Initiate.
The Layline, he absorbed it. I don't understand. I saw something.
Saw what?
When his spell was cast, I left my body. I went somewhere else.
Out with it.
I saw the pentasod. It's alive.
So it's like the pentasod in the middle of the world. Is it like just like, is he actually alive and that he's just like cast in stone? Maybe.
We should talk. Up there, Sandrak referred to me as a brother, and not like, oh, hey, look, it's another Magnus, but more like
someone from his order.
Exactly.
Complicated subject. One I'm not going to get into here.
You're not going to explain how Sandrak is an immortal.
Was.
You're not going to explain how Sandrak was an immortal.
Thought I made that clear, Initiate. That's something Kirkin will talk to you about when she thinks it's right.
I'm not a big fan of these secrets.
You know, I've got to tell you, the secrets you guys are keeping from me, they're getting old. Magni caused the wound. Laylines can, I guess, be absorbed. And oh, yeah, Sandrak used to be an immortal.
The middle one was thought to be impossible. Magni shouldn't be able to control the fonts like that.
And how would I know that? No one's even told me what a font is, and that's kind of my point. I should just go.
Wait a minute. Listen. About your vision. Of the Shrouded Realm.
Yeah.
The pentasod. It is alive. All we ever see here, in this world, in our world, is only the physical manifestation of its true form in the Shrouded Realm. In Kalthus, our mystics say this form visits them in dreams in the winter. In other parts of Aveum, prophets, saints, madmen have all claimed to have seen it at one time or another.
So I'm a saint, is what you're saying.
I just wanted you to know
Saint Jack!
And I'm not special? No worries, sir. Kirkin lets me know that all the time.
Can you ever shut up? I'm saying you don't have to feel alone, Jack. I don't want you to feel like you might become a pariah.
Back up. Did I just hear you be nice?
You're impossible.
Well, historically, you've gone out of your way to be an asshat to me, so you can understand my confusion. Sir.
That's because I don't like you. This is different. All right. I'll meet you back at the Palathon. Sandrak absorbing a ley line isn't something we're even remotely prepared for. Kirkin will be eager to talk.
Alright, well. Anything else I should know about?
What did you get?
Sandrak commands the entire army of Rasharn, is hell-bent on conquering Lucium, and then all of Aveum. Ever since I was a kid, he's been our most feared enemy. It turns out he used to be an immortal. Great. After Sandrak absorbed the Layline into the Pale Forest, they shunted over to the Shrouded Realm. Turns out a for-real version of the Pentasod that lives there. I think it tried to tell me something before I returned to Aveum, or maybe it was just annoyed I was there and sent me on my way.
Get lost again?
The Pentasod is just this game's, Ultima. He's a god who wants to get rid of all the people. Alright, well. We're going back to the Palathon. Gotta go talk to Kirkin about all this nonsense. Kirkin in the War Chamber.
Jack, heard you walked right up into a whole thing.
Take up a position at the table, Initiate. There's a lot to talk about.
Any of these...
Sounds like Zendara filled you in, sir, but I've got about 1,000,000 questions.
Story time, Jack.
And I used to really love story time.
The Shrouded Realm is a world of raw, untempered magic. A magic so formless and wild, it's impossible to master.
Yeah, I think I've been there.
Then the Pentasod came to that world and created the fonts. 5 great anchors that connected the Shrouded Realm to Aveum. The ley lines spread out from these fonts, traveling through both worlds, turning the Shrouded Realm's magic into a resource we could use.
If someone could capture the power of a font, they'd control magic in a way that no Magnus has before.
Well, I think
Like
that Rashawn did
living
that.
Layline tower.
Rashawn did that.
Capable of drawing magic from the very source. Capable of even redirecting it away from other Magni.
Sandrak has done exactly that. We believe he's in possession of a Thrata Cull, a binding stone, an artifact that can control the fonts.
So that's what I saw the hand pull out of the ruins.
That's right. With it, Sandrak will eventually be able to block our access to magic completely. Then the Everwar is over.
Over? As in he takes over Lucium?
As in, he takes over everything.
Oof.
Sir, respectfully and whatever, you're wrong.
Excuse me?
Oh boy.
You said it yourself. Magic is a resource. Just because Sandrak absorbed a font or whatever doesn't mean his power is endless. It's just that it's probably ginormous.
This says whatever
If he
a
found
lot.
a way to use the Binding Stone, so can we. We can take it back and then...
Uh-oh. I don't think it really matters that much now. Because he's now here.
Make yourself at home.
I bring you good news, sister. Peace is near.
Oh, look at that big fuck.
Allow me to let you witness it,
A small kindness between friends.
if you would have it.
We were just discussing what the best response would be to your desecration of the fonts.
Had you yet concluded you have none? Let us meet at Nicaea to discuss the terms of your surrender. I hear now you speak for your king. So there should...
Trap!
The boy does not know me. You have my word. The traditions of Aristea will be upheld, without violence. I see a Lucium that genuinely survives this part of history. Can you?
Yo, guy just walked right on up into your war room.
Well, that was horrible. Course of action?
Devin, make sure every last trace of them.
Alright, Shrouded Realm. Aveum is connected to another worldly dimension called the Shrouded Realm, the source of magic, home of the living Pentasod, where the ley lines come from, and where the great fonts actually exist when Sandrak's not pulling them out and absorbing them. Nausea. The city of Nausea was once a thriving metropolis where opposing armies in the Everwar could meet to negotiate treaties and other articles of war. Since fallen to disrepair and is only inhabited by a handful of dissidents now. Binding Stone, or Thradakul, is a powerful ancient artifact that Sandrak somehow got his hands on. You use it to absorb great fonts, conduits that bring... yeah, blah, blah, blah. If he absorbs all the fonts, Kirkin thinks Sandrak can control all the magic in Aveum, then it's game over.
Is really gone. Zendara, I need you to speak to the Watch commanders.
We're meeting Sandrak at Nausea.
We're outgunned, not outfought. Not yet. Jack, let's talk.
Right?
Is Zendara right? We're going to actually walk into Sandrak's trap.
It's not a trap. Sandrak fashions himself after the nobility of Aristea. He'll honor the tradition of Nausea as neutral ground.
Sir, I know you don't plan to surrender.
Not even a little bit. We'll take him by surprise, hit him with everything we got, and hope the power of that binding stone of his is found wanting.
Okay, so it's our trap, then.
The Immortals can't let Sandrak take control of magic, Jack. We have to take our chances.
Speaking of the Immortals and Sandrak having been an Immortal and you never telling me your fellow Immortal...
I figured this was coming. There's not a lot of time here.
I had a right to know. You recruited me the day Sandrak destroyed my home. I've been fighting against Rasharn ever since you told me.
What difference would it have made?
I don't know. But how do you benefit by constantly keeping secrets from me? You could have told me about the fonts long before any of this. You could have told me how using magic destroys the world before training me.
You joined the army, Jack, not the academy. You only needed to know what helped you in the field.
I don't feel that's a good enough answer, sir.
I'm sure you can live with it for the time being. If we survive Nausea, we can talk about it again. Now, a few pieces need to fall into place for this ambush to work. I need you to take this to Captain Selko.
A portal stone. Any message to go along with it?
Selko will know what to do. You'll find him in Lordsfell along with a battalion of our soldiers.
Understood. I'll head out now.
Alright. You're enchanted to override the magic portals in their vicinity. Instead of going where those portals normally send you, you end up going to where whatever pentac coordinates Magnus put into the stone. There we go. Alright, Lucium, Lordsfell Keep. Alright, so now we gotta set up a trap for this guy, because, yeah, he's holding all the cards right now, and it's not looking too good for any of us.
So, Kirkin didn't say what that thing does.
Probably better you don't know, sir.
Is it, though?
If you got captured.
Sure. It's just... if I knew the whole plan, it could be helpful, since I'm, like, part of the plan. Am I right?
You have a point.
You aren't going to tell me, are you?
Nope.
Great. Sit around, Captain.
I don't get to know anything!
Jack, Kirkin's asking for an update.
I delivered the portal stone to Captain Selko. What's next?
Rendezvous with the rest of us at Nausea. Our parley with Sandrak is imminent.
Parlay.
What?
Never heard anyone actually use that word.
It's the nerves.
Uh-huh. See you soon.
All right. All right, Greyvale Plaza. Now we're going through here. Alright, so now we're going forward up through the Haven Shear. That didn't take me to Haven Shear, but alright. Southernmost regions of Lucium, Haven Shear is a little more than a twisty canyon path on the roads to Nosea. You can find some great views straight down into the wound around here. Bring back memories of Saren. If I can get through there. Again, I haven't been told how to use any of those, so... Groundsgate Fanes. Okay. Okay. So there's like these like 3 eyes. I can't use any of that, so... Oh god. The vibration in my ears, like... Sound is, not the greatest. Okay. So, I have the ability to move these, but it won't let me move those. Just give me the ability to do shit in the world. Stop forcing me to
Game face, Jack.
Keep going forward without being able to do anything at all. God, it's just annoying.
Uh-oh.
Justalts? Also magical entities formed when a large group of Magni of a certain color meet a particularly gruesome end around the same time. Battlefields that have suffered heavy artillery strikes are often later haunted by the Justalts of the dead. Alright, probably not. Armor 100, melee damage 50. Yeah, melee damage. Melee sucks. I'm not using that shit. I don't care. Let's see. Torrent fires 2 additional shots. It's still my my favorite spell to use, so. Saya.
Can I call dibs?
Not the time, Jack.
So, what's the plan?
Dunno. This all feels a bit improvisational, if I'm being honest.
This big ass dude can barely fit through the portal.
Didn't feel the need.
I held a small hope you might see reason. Yet you remain the same Kirkin that made me abandon the Immortals years ago. Obsessed with victory, stranger to compromise. Your eye ever bent towards the world's ruin.
And you just want to save it.
I can. With this. Its mastery over the fonts means I can end the war.
You mean win the war? By turning the rest of us defenseless?
In our every meeting, a yipping pup.
Jack's right, though. You're not worthy of that power, Sandrak. Your airships bomb the free cities of the East and then wonder why they resist you now? The last order that surrendered to Rasharn, you burned their ambassadors alive. If my eye is ever bent towards the world's ruin, it's because I'm trying to stop the man causing so much of it.
Please, don't make me do this.
Captain Selko. You went mad. You didn't abandon us. You were exiled. And I'm still paying the price for not killing you.
Remember, this blood is on your hands.
Pew, 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 pew!
It's the wound!
He's moving it!
We have to go! Now! Fall back!
Oh god. Oh man, oh geez. Well, that plan didn't work. And now I'm in my room. I ended up here. Not much left of Nosea anymore. Sandrak used the power of the Binding Stone to actually shift the wound around it. The resulting quake tore down most of what was already a crumbling city.
Devin.
Jack, glad you're on your feet. That could have been so much worse. Took ages, but Zendara was finally able to dig you out of the rubble.
Oh, no, not her. I rather would have died. I'm never living that down.
Nope. Never.
How many did we lose?
Considering Sandrak just dropped a city into the wound, surprisingly few. But enough to have made his point. Kirkhan's left for Lavenry to talk with the king. He wants a full surrender after Nosea. There's even talk that Kirkhan's emergency powers may be rescinded.
So
Damn.
who's in charge?
Zendara. And I'll warn you, she's in a bit of a mood.
Kind of on brand for her.
I heard that.
Whoops.
Meet us in the war chamber, Jack. We've come to the conclusion that we're in desperate need of a plan.
Alright. Humble suggestion. Jack, I hope you get back on your feet soon. After witnessing Sandrak's power, it occurred to me that you might want to rest up a bit more and seek ways to increase your own. Shroudfanes are a good source of gear, new spells, and other boosts. You could seek out some out in between our more dire missions. Yeah, that's true. But I can't really do anything currently, so... There's all these things all over the place that I can't actually activate, so... Like this, for example.
Kirkhan may be gone, but our job's still the same. Eliminating Sandrak and his hold over the fonts.
There are 5, right? He can't have them all yet. We may not know what the Binding Stone does, or how Sandrak uses it, but we can try and keep him away from the rest if all of us just... What?
The fonts are hidden from us, Jack. Invisible. Buried in the liminal spaces where the borders between Aveum and the Shrouded Realm are weakest.
We only know the location of 2. The Palathon is actually built around one, and the other is in the Tower of Masks in Risharn.
Which means Sandrak's already used the Binding Stone to absorb its power.
We have to assume he has.
Technically, we now know the location of 3 fonts, but the one in the Pale Forest is, well, you saw what happened to it.
So that leaves the last 2, and only Sandrak knows where they are. Fine. Pin that. We concentrate on the Binding Stone instead. We know where that is. We just need to learn how to shut it off. And fast.
Not necessarily. According to my research, a Thradakol takes a huge toll on its possessor. Sandrak will have to rest before doing another stunt like that. We may have a little time.
Which leads us to former Grand Magnus, Thaddeus. Kirkhan's predecessor, now in exile. The oldest of us that still lives. By all accounts, he was an expert on Aristea. If there's a weakness to the very Aristane Binding Stone, he'll know about it. In theory.
Sticky wicket, the situation with Thaddeus.
That's not important.
Kind of feels like it is.
What Zendara means to say is it doesn't matter that Thaddeus hates the Immortals and everything we stand for, because you'll undoubtedly figure out a way to convince him to help us. And a bonus potential setback, because the universe is cruel. Like the remaining fonts, we also don't know where Thaddeus is.
His last known location was the Sky Islands of Oramin, digging through the archives at the Library of Akoth.
Okay, then what are we waiting for? I go to Oramin, make nice with a friendly librarian.
Actually getting to Oramin is difficult, Initiate. You're gonna need to learn how to ride a Layline.
Hey, nice.
Devin, you're running support. Walk Jack through what he needs
I like how this is like complete Nosea and that says 6, but that was chapter 7,
to do
so...
to get airborne.
Ready when you are, Jack.
See, like, we're in chapter 8 now. Okay, I'm gonna check something real quick. History. Library of Akoth. I don't really know anything about Akoth outside of it being a leftover stronghold of Orman's vanished Magni order. The Order of Sand and Remembrance was made up of monastic scholar warriors, so a fortress library tracks. It's situated on a floating island accessible only by the ley lines. Thaddeus. The Immortals were once led by a guy named Thaddeus, Kirkin's predecessor as Grand Magnus. He left the Order for reasons no one wants to talk about. Curious. Zendara said he's a bit of a specialist on Aristea and may know a thing or two about the Binding Stone. If our intel is right, I'll be able to find him in the Library of Akoth in Oromon. Oromon. West of Lucium is the Kingdom of Oromon, a fantastical stretch of sky islands that I've only read about. Around 20 years ago, the Oromic withdrew from the war, their Magni order taking a stance of neutrality before fading from view entirely. Sandrak has used their kingdom as a staging ground for their airship raids on the Lucian border ever since. Alright, cool. I was going to check something real quick. That's Blast Wave. Disrupt. Alright. Well. That's that, I guess.
You'll need a special spell to properly ride the ley lines, and a strong stomach.
Why? What's this spell like?
Like Lash, only more panic, vertigo, and fear of heights.
Alright, the
Fortunately,
grappling
there's a
thing.
Shroud Fane in the Harrows where you can find one.
The Harrows over in Havenshire? Got it. Alright, I'll be quick. But hey, you okay? We never really got to talk about what happened at Nicaea.
They're hard for me to pass, honestly. My feelings on all of that destruction. Call me when you have the spell, and I'll tell you where we go from there.
Sir, about Oromon and what's his name? Thaddeus?
Were the mission parameters unclear?
No, sir. I just figured some more intel never hurts.
It hurts time, Initiate. Do you want to hurt time?
What? Anything more on Oromon?
I don't know much about Oromon. Never been that far west in any of the fighting.
That's because Oromon dropped out of the Everwar a long time ago. Even before then, they remained largely neutral. Then their magical experiments cut them off from the rest of the kingdoms, and it didn't much matter anymore.
Cut off how?
I don't have time to give you a history lesson. Devin can catch you up. All you need to know at present is that the Oromic made it a bitch to get out to them. Hence your need to ride a ley line.
And what about the Oromic themselves?
What's left of them are nomads, migrating from one sky island to another in search of arcanum deposits. Also, they can be a pain in the ass to deal with when you're an outsider.
Sounds like it. What's the sticky wicket about Thaddeus?
The guy I'm looking for. Our former Grand Magnus. Does he really hate the Immortals?
The feeling's mutual. Your job is to ignore all that and find out what he knows about the Binding Stone.
It'd be so much easier to ignore if I knew what it actually was.
Nice try.
Sir, come on.
Thaddeus was Kirkin's mentor. Sandrak's too, in a way.
Hence
Then
why
he
they-
bailed on the Order for reasons you don't need to know.
He calls her
leaving Kirkin to
sister.
fill his position when she really didn't feel ready for it. She was a huge fan of that.
At least you're sending the new guy to navigate through all the complicated drama. All right, I'm good. Heading out.
Don't fuck this one up, Initiate.
Did you find the Shroud Fane in the Harrows?
No, but I was gonna.
Did not.
Don't faff about, Jack. We need to ride a ley line out to Oromon soon.
Okay, well, I was gonna try to ask you about Oromon, but. Alright, learn the grapple spell. Go down through here real quick. Let's try something out. So I never know where the fuck I am. Alright, let me try something. fuck? Okay, that does nothing. That's the grapple spell. I feel like this laser thing, whatever, I feel like that has something to do with this. But I feel like we can't, again, there's nothing we can do with anything around here. Alright, Lucium. Say a bridge. You know what? I'm gonna go back to Lord Spell Keep real quick. Let's see if we can clear out any of these like nasty nasty areas. You do have. You know what? No, I'm gonna go get the grapple spell first because I feel like we're gonna need that for pretty much any of this. So, no, we're gonna go down and get that. Otherwise, I'm just gonna be probably spending all my time. Bye. He came back. Alright, where's my go. My navigation point that I hate. Let's get rid of this. Oh boy. Good thing I used that. Fuck you! Serene Maelstrom. It's green. Better capacity, but everything else. Well, hold on. Let me see this. Yeah, it only does a little less, but capacity is better. Well, yeah, I'm good. I'm good. Let's see. This is just like leading into here. So yeah, I'm assuming that the grapple allows us to get into the ley lines as well, which is cool. So I knew that we could do that. Alright, well. And the lash anchor is used to pull, then hold L2. Dear God. Press square to write a ley line. Whoa! Well, that's fun. It reminds me of BioShock Infinite, where you like ride on you ride on the rails with the spinner grapple
Where
thing.
do I head next? I've got the spell I need to ride the ley lines.
Splendid. The ley line we need to get to Oromon is close by.
Heading your way then.
Alright, so then what's the point of doing this? Alright, so this led me over here. Alright, so there's some nasty shit down here. Assuming we can clear this out. We did it! Alright, so we have another gate. Crystal Fane! Ah, I see. Wait, what? Oh God. Is there a specific order? Okay. What the fuck? Where the fuck do I go? Again, I'm confused. I think you have to do it in a particular order, but... Alright, well, we did it. More health. Alright, well, that one was a little confusing, but nonetheless, it's done. There's also this corruption down here as well. Hello? There we go. Another gun. See ya, bitch. Is there anything else up here? I know there's the ley line that's right here. Oh, there's a chest. Scarlands. Let's do this. Yeah, again. Spell break damage 25, disrupt charge time 25. I think I'm fine with what I have. How do I get off the thing? Okay, that's how. Oh, do I have to, I have to move this, don't I? Okay, so how did... Oh yeah, that's right, I had to hit it with that. Okay, am I able to turn these? Doesn't look like I can stand on them. Fuck's sake. See, it only hits those. It only hits those two. So how the fuck are you supposed to hit all four? It's like I don't know how the fuck I'm supposed to get up here either. The fucking hover is so slow. Why do you move so slowly? Why is the blink fucking stop you in place? The hover stops you in place. Everything stops you in place. It's really fucking annoying, to be honest. I can't move this. Oh, I can move it now. Oh, I think I know. And I fucking missed. God damn it. Thank God. Okay. Marksman ring. What do we have up here? Okay. Where's the green one? Again, though, I don't think I can actually do this. Because this doesn't do any of that. You hit that, though. I also don't really know what I'm doing when I'm hitting that. I hit that eye, but that's it. I think it's supposed to go through this crystal. Yeah, none of this shit can be done. It's really a shame that they do this shit, because I don't know. To me, this is the most unfun that I have with stuff like this, is not being able to actually, like, not being able to actually do much of anything. I know that they're giving my gear rather quickly, but it wants me to go over there, yet it's telling me that this isn't here. Why does it want me to go in here? Does it want me to go to the portal? Is that what it's trying to get me to do? I guess it's trying to lead me through here? I don't know. The navigation, I have to say that the navigation is very bad in this game. It's a very bad navigation system. Because this like navigation point is always all over the place, and it's like trying to take you to places that it's like out of the way. God damn, can we leave me the fuck alone? I just want to, like, come to the area and cleanse this shit, and it's like, nope, how about a bunch of fucking enemies for you to kill? Health crystals. Okay. We are. There's this under here. I don't know if those actually give you anything except for mana crystals. I think that's probably what it is. Oh yeah, that's right. This is that bridge. Barely got over that. This looks a little different. This place looks a little different than from what I've seen. You can't tell me that the switch for this is that over there. That would be asinine. Skeleton! Nothing. Alright, what's in here? Oh, fuckload of enemies. Alright. Hooray! Wow, 12,000 bucks? Good God. I didn't even think that those chests were just... I thought they were just gear. I didn't think they were actually, There's like a... There's that up... There's this up here. So where does this go? Does it just lead to this? Does it lead up and out? Alright. Well, shit. Whee! Here we are. Alright, so we've made our way down to here. Hello? Oh, it's Devin. Never mind.
Some view, huh? If magical post-apocalyptic vistas are your thing.
What the hell happened out there?
The Gatorond. Mix stupid ideas with bold, magical experiments and blow your own kingdom to pieces.
Wait, they did it to themselves?
Indeed. So, the mission. Go to the archives at the Library of Akoth in Orman. See if we can find any trace of Thaddeus, and find out if he knows anything about the Binding Stone. You ready to leave now? Or do you want to go over other mission intel?
Yeah, what's Orman like?
So the Gatorond, huh? All I'd heard about Orman was that they gave up fighting in the Everwar, what, 20 years ago?
More or less. They basically ground themselves to sand. They didn't so much give up as vanish awkwardly from the stage.
What happened?
A populist faction with a fiery name that I can't remember took over the Ormic government. They advocated for an equal ownership of magic. Not just between Magni, but among the lightless as well. They believed that by distributing magic evenly, the world would finally be able to work towards an end to the Everwar. Can you imagine? I mean, look where it got them.
Maybe? Part of me absolutely can.
Dynastic magical traditions, thousands of years old, versus some upstart idea of shared magic that results in the destruction of roughly a fifth of the continent? I'll trust my overly stringent forebearers. Thank you very much.
What do you know about Thaddeus?
Back at the Palathon, it felt like you really wanted to tell me something about Thaddeus, but Zendara wouldn't let you.
He's a touchy subject, and Zendara's very protective of Kirkan. She'd be happy if we never talked about him at all. Thaddeus and Kirkan, they hate each other, more or less. You know about our secret duty as stewards of Lucium? The Immortals' mandate and such?
Yeah?
I poke around. I snoop. Tremendous deficit of character, I know. Evidently, there's another more deeper, extreme version of that mandate that only the Grand Magnus and their immediate confidants know about. Some task they're expected to do at some point. Turns out Thaddeus resigned as Grand Magnus and exiled himself before doing this super secret thing. Whatever it is.
Alright, well, let's go.
I think I'm good to go. After you.
Let's see if I remember how to do this.
Reach Orman.
I could get used to that.
Give me a portal any day. There's a very high vomit probability for me right now.
Suck it up, buddy. We need to get to...
Jack!
Oh god. Hello? Oh! Woo! Alright. I was trying to come in peace, but I guess not. Oh dear god. Hit the crystals on their back. Oh, hello.
Hey, I'm Jack. This is Devin. Thanks for the assist. Well, what's your name?
Kenzie. You're Lucians, aren't you?
Also, Immortals. Just to be clear.
Is that a literal thing?
What? No, we can die. It's just
Good.
like...
Then stay back.
Hey, watch it!
Jack, I may have neglected to mention that the Ormic are notoriously territorial underneath their Bohemian facade.
Oh, that's rich. Coming from a pampered classist jackboot masquerading as some champion of justice.
Look, we're just looking for someone that was here a little bit ago.
I love neo-anarchist pablum as much as the next weak-kneed revolutionary. But
Oh,
I think
shit.
we can both admit it loses its luster when it ultimately results in the destruction of your entire kingdom.
That's not what happened. You imperialist fuckos know it.
Oh,
Yeah, bucko.
Did I say kingdom? I'm sorry. I meant a failed collective that's now just a stretch of gravity-challenged rocks. Maybe the next wrong-headed egalitarian social experiment with magic fares a bit better than all of this unchecked calamity.
Wow. Does he always love to hear himself talk this much?
Well...
Jack?
I mean, I can't say no. Look, how about we table the culture clash for a bit, huh? We came here on a mission to keep Sandrak from winning the Everwar. Maybe you can help us.
Who? You know what? Scratch that. It's not like I care who wins that stupid war. The sooner someone does, the sooner you can all get out of Orman.
You don't know who Sandrak is?
Nope. But I figure since you're Lucian, he's from Asharn. Same thing, really.
Different flags. Same oppressive totalitarian magic-hoarding police state. Am I doing it right?
Unhelpful.
You're on your own. Mind the road. These chronicler constructs are everywhere. Started spilling out of the library months ago. And you'll be happy to know that there are plenty of Rasharnians around, too. You can keep trying to prove which one of you has the right to determine the lives of the rest of us.
Hey, wait up. We
Damn.
really are here to save the world.
Let her go.
With the Rashanians and these chroniclers about, we really could use someone that knows the territory. I'll catch up with her and...
Be nicer?
Good plan. You push forward to the library and we'll meet you there. She'll come around.
I don't know if she actually will come around. Alright, Chroniclers. Orman Sky Islands are crawling with these hostile constructs. Kinsey calls them Chroniclers. So they've got to have some kind of connection to the library of Akoth. Their long segmented arms are covered in an embossed Ormic script, almost like a printing press slate. A cool innovation I'd appreciate more if the Chroniclers weren't trying to murder me. Kinsey, a sky nomad of Orman, Kinsey's not a fan of all the Lucians and Rosharnians running around her kingdom. She's subtle about it, though. Her post-apocalyptic aesthetic and concern for truth and justice make her all right in my book. Pours it on a bit strong, but all right. Okay, let's see. What do we have in here? Need 2 for this. Enemies are knocked back when they attack your shield. Ooh, I like that. Let's do that one. Alright, craft. Again, compared to everything that I have, everything I have is like 16 to like 50, so I don't really think anything that I'm going to pick up right now is going to actually do much for us. You know, except for changing out specific things. We're going to deconstruct everything that we have, though. So I do not plan on using any of these. Alright, so all of that is done. I would like to craft these packs. You know what? I'll do the health. Okay, well, that's the way we need to go. No, this is the way we need to go? Is this the way back? I have no idea. Okay, that gate's locked. Is this where we landed, right? Alright, yeah, so... That's what I was thinking. I know the navigation's pointing this way, but the map combined with everything is just... Alright, Ormic Arclight. Again, it's a 9.
More chroniclers.
Yo, look at this big ass dude. Oh no, it's just 2 of them together. I thought it was one guy. I was like, god damn. Bye-bye.
What is all that webbing? Is it metal?
What webbing? That? Alright, just make sure we have everything.
I can grapple over there.
So there's something below us. There we go. Got that thing. I now know to shoot those. The Flora of Aveum, Volume 2. Volume 2 of Flora of Orman, the humble accounts of an ecologist and hound, and the flora we discovered during our travels. Island Manzanita. The ability of some species to survive the Ormic cataclysm has continued to astound me. This Manzanita is one such species, a beautiful twisting tree with blood-red bark that makes its home on the floating cliffs and islands of Orman. I've wondered if perhaps the calamity and subsequent fires in fact assisted the seed germination of this plant. Why else would it be doing so well here? Its leaves are a pale green and the flowers are milky white. The captain of my chartered sail ship refused to steer us close enough for me to take a sample, citing the unpredictable flight paths of these massive islands. I will have to return later for further inspection. Island paintbrush. This lovely pale green plant grows in glowing carpets, in sharp contrast to the red rock and sand of Orman. My sail ship captain says the flowers are edible, but my rock sample suggests a high concentration of selenium in the region, expected considering the cataclysm, and I suspect species like this could have potential to be quite toxic. Live forever. Our sail ship had a briefly harrowing moment where an island above us changed course and crashed into a neighbor, sending gravitationally rightened boulders tumbling down in our direction. Our captain avoided the largest, but a few rocks crashed on deck. I discovered a small rosette of a plant clung to one. What luck that I can examine so closely now. It seems to nestle itself quite comfortably into available rock ledges and cracks all through the floating islands. It had pointed reddish leaves that fade beautifully to green towards the center. An inflorescence of delicate bright yellow flowers hang atop a short peduncle? Peduncle? Is that what that word is? Peduncle? Never heard the word peduncle before. Okay, so kind of just led down here. Trying to figure out what this grapple's for. Maybe throw it down there. Alright, and another ascension. Let's see. Your shield explodes when it breaks. You know what? That would be good too, actually. I love a lot of the stuff revolving around the shield. Lying around.
Lean.
Oh, okay. That's you can actually like lean back and forth. Oh god. Okay.
Gotcha.
Fuck.
That's a whole lot of lurge.
The fuck is that? Health thing. I have a feeling this is gonna be a boss, like worm. So, all right. I think we're gonna call it here. We come back next time. I think we will continue forward with what we're doing with this and everything. So, yeah. So, stay tuned for the next one, and I will see you all. Oh, and it even goes down too. I'll see you all in the next one. Take care and goodbye.